Good morning, dear children. This is your SST teacher. Now take out your SST textbook and open page number 16. So, dear children, yesterday we have studied about the finding about the fire, a changing environment. Okay. Now today let's start a new headline, that is the beginning of farming and herding. That means when ancient people started farming and herding. So this was also a time when several grain bearing grasses including wheat, barley and rice grew naturally in different parts of subcontinent. Men, women, children probably collected these grains as a food and learnt where they grew and when they ripened. This may have led them to think about the growing plant on their own. In this way, people become farmers. Okay, so what happened in ancient time? All the people in group, growing they just growing the crops, and they just having that resources and they consume that resources. So what they think? They think that why don't we do the farming individually? Okay, so after that they just started their own farming and they become a farmers. People could also attract and then tame animals by leaving food for them near the shelters. The first animal to be tamed was the wild ancestor of the dog. Later people encouraged animals that were relatively gentle to come near the camps where they lived. These animals, such as sheep, goat, cattle, and also pig, lived in herds, and most of them ate grass. Often, people protected these animals from attacks by other wild animals. This is how they become herders. So, um, you have understood about the how they started farming, how they become farmers. Now, herders, when they just petting the animals, and they just started taking care of animals, they just come to know that the animals are very friendly to them. Okay, and just it is the need that we have to just take care of them, instead of we can use them for protection of their crops and any other purposes. So from that they started the herding. So in this type they started herding and farming. Then domestication. In the name given to the process in which people grow, plant and look after animals, very often plants and animals what that they are tended by people become different from wild plants and animals. So this is because people select plant and animal for domestication. For example, they select those plants and animals that are not prone to disease. They also select the plant that they also select the plants that yield a large size grain and have stone stalk capable they are capable of bearing the weight of the ripe grain. Seeds from selected plant are preserved and sown to ensure that the new plants and seed will have the same qualities. So this is nothing but the domestication. They just come to know about the various kinds of plants. There are some harmful plants, harmless plants. They just started domesticated them. Okay, so among animals those are relatively gentle are selected for breeding. As a result, gradually domesticated animals and plants become different from wild animals. And plant, for example, the teeth and the horns, wild animals are usually much larger than those of domesticated animals. That means, as you know, that in our home we just grow the selected kind of plants, and we just paint the selected kind of animals. Okay, not all animals are we can't adopt the all kind of animals. So in this type they categorize the animals, that is wild animals and domesticated animals. So they started domesticating the animals. Okay, so look at these two sets of teeth. Which do you think belong to a wild pig and which is domesticated one? So domestication was the gradual process that took place in many parts of the world. It began about 12,000 years ago. Virtually all the plants and animal produce that we use as a food today is a result of domestication. Some of the earliest plants to be domesticated were wheat and barley. The earliest domesticated animals include sheep and goat. So what is the actual meaning of domestication? It is nothing but the we just adopted some plants and animals and we just take care of them and we grow them vigorously and in large amount. That is nothing but the domestication. So the earliest domesticated animals include sheep and goat, and these are the now the trend to domesticate the animals and plants. So a new way of life, a new way of life teaches if you plant a seed, you will notice that it takes some time to grow. These may be several days, weeks, months, in cases years. When people begin to grow in plants, it means that they had to stay in the same place for a long time, looking after the plants, watering, weeding, driving away animals and birds, till the grain ripened, and then the grain had to be used carefully. So as you know that how people started settling and they started a new way of life. That means if you grow a plant or if you grow a seed, you will notice that it takes some time to grow. Okay, so that means we have to just take care of that plant. Okay, otherwise they may die. Okay, so we have to just take care of that plant and you have to just settle there or you have to just stay there for looking after this plant. So as a grain had to be stored for both food and seed, people had to think of way of storing it. Then what happened after the planting, after the growing seed, they just had to store that grains also. So they also come to know the technique of you can say storing. So in many areas they began making large clay pots or wove baskets or dug pits into the ground. Do you think hunter gatherers would have made and used pots? So give reason for your answer. So I think they just no need of that the pots and you can say the any kind of utensils. But after they realize that after they finding the fire, they must knew the use of the pots. Okay, because they just understood the importance of utensils. So storing animals also, so animals multiply naturally besides if they are looked after carefully. They provide milk, which is important sources of food, and meat where required. In other words, animals that are reared can be used as a store of food. So apart from food, what are the other things that could have been obtained from animals? So what are animals used for today? Okay, so you can say that there are many kind of things we obtain from animals. Okay, for example, their milk, okay, their skin, and about and the other uses we can say they gives us protection. Okay, for example, dogs gives us protection. So in this kind, they are just helpful for us. Okay, I don't think so the all the domesticated animals or all the pet animals are harmful for us. They only give the benefits to us. Okay, so finding about the first farmers and herders. So turn to the map 2 and page 13. You will notice a number of blue squares each marks a site from where the archaeologists have found the evidence of early farmers and herders. As you see in this map, see the blue marking. Okay, so each marks a site from where archaeologists have found evidence of early farmers and herders. These are found all over the subcontinent. Some of those most important ones are in the northwest, in present-day Kashmir, in east of South India. That means archaeologists plays very important role in finding the first farmers. So to find out whether these sites were settlements of farmers and herders, scientists study evidence of plants and animals' bones. So one of the most exciting find includes remains of burnt grain. These may be have been burnt accidentally or on purpose. So scientists can be identify these grains, and so we know that the number of crops were grown in different parts of the subcontinent. So they can also identify the bones of different animals. That means the ancient farmers and herders not only choose the only one place, they just travel everywhere and they just planted seed everywhere, and they just grow the plant everywhere. And in lots of you can say in lots of places we have found the burnt seeds or their you can say and evidence regarding to the first farmers and herders. So dear children, this is it for today's video. I hope you are understanding this video. If you have any problem regarding to this video, you can ask me anytime. So tomorrow we will start about the towards the settle life. Okay, so this is it for today's video. Thank you and have a nice day.